In today's video, I want to talk to you how you can go about accessing $10,000 from your superannuation during this period of financial hardship due to the coronavirus. Now, I just want to preface this video by saying that this should be seen as a last resort for those people who are truly struggling financially due to the virus. It's not an opportunity to make a cheeky extra mortgage repayment or buy a new car, because at the end of the day, your superannuation is your money for retirement, and dipping into it early can have significant long-term ramifications, which I'll show you. Hello guys, Brad here from The Guided Investor. I hope you're all dealing with the coronavirus issue okay and staying healthy and happy. On the 22nd of March, the government announced plans to allow people to access some of their superannuation for financial hardship in the event of the coronavirus. Now, this is not legislated yet, but we do expect it to go through. So here are some of the key things that you need to know. From mid-April, you can access up to $10,000 from your super. You'll be able to access a further $10,000 next financial year, so that's from 1 July. The money you take out is tax-free and won't impact your Centrelink payments. There are eligibility criteria you need to meet in order to be able to access the money, but the criteria is fairly lenient. So you need to be either unemployed, or you're eligible to receive a job seeker payment, a youth allowance for job seekers, parenting payments, special benefit or farm household allowance, or after 1 January this year, you were either made redundant or your working hours were reduced by 20% or more, or if you're a sole trader, your business was suspended or there was a reduction in your turnover of 20% or more. Now remember here that turnover is basically your revenue, not your profit. Now, in order to access the funds, there are two things that you need to do. First of all, you need to go to your MyGov account and log into your ATO services. On there, you'll be able to make an application to release the funds and prove that you meet the criteria. Next, you'll need to contact your superannuation fund and make sure that they have your banking details on file. Now, given that you're in accumulation phase, most superannuation funds won't have your banking details on file, so there's probably a form or something that you need to fill out and send in order to give them this information. From there, the government will let them know that funds are able to be released, they'll have the information as to where the funds go, and they'll make the payment. So the process is pretty straightforward, but let's go back to what I was talking about at the start of this video, and that is the implications this will have. Let's say that you're 30 years old and you take out the full $20,000. Assuming you can earn 7% on your super, if you were to retire at age 65, so in 35 years time, your super balance would be $230,000 less. Now, of course, this is future value, and if you take into account inflation, it's about $115,000 in today's dollars. But guys, that is some serious money. Also, you'll be selling out of growth assets when the market is very low, and that is the way that you lose money on shares, when you sell out when prices are depreciated and you don't give them a chance to recuperate. So that's why I say use this as a last resort measure. Now, of course, if you're struggling financially, if you have bills to meet, a family to look after, then don't worry about the retirement in the short term, because there are things you can do later to prop that back up. But you know, it's the people that that are trying to see this as an opportunity to do different things with the money. Those people are the ones that I'm trying to weary off this strategy, because it's just not worth it in the long run. But that's it for me, guys. Look after each other out there and let's squash this bloody virus.